I appreciate you, man. Thank you for tapping in. Get a copy of my book, The Game Changer, man. Pardon me for all this flyness, man, on your lovely, lovely TV screen, phone, whatever apparatus you got the pleasure of watching me on. I appreciate it, man. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. Thank you for taking your time to enjoy this podcast. Hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's in control of their mental capacities. I hope everybody that is in need of a hug can get a hug. Hugs are very important this time of year. The world is chaotic. Life is happening. Kids are growing up. Relationships are changing, evolving. People are changing and evolving health wise. Find somebody, give them a hug, man. Like, it's very important that we take care of each other as humans. You know what I mean? So just try to find a way to put something positive in somebody's life. You know what I mean? Mother's Day was just past Sunday. You know what I mean? So like a lot of people was dealing with things that they should have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So I just want people to I just want us to be kinder to each other for real. Like I just feel like black people, I feel like we way too mean to each other. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we always got something going where we unnecessarily mean to each other. Or we got something on our mind we need to get off our chest. We trying to, you know what I mean? We trying to bully our depression, our emotion on somebody else. And I just don't think that's fair. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tap into that at the end of the pod too. You know, one thing about me, I'm gonna give you the philosophical breakdown, and then I'm gonna give you the real gritty truth. That's why my pods be jumping, because you're gonna get both sides of the coin. You did. Like, I ain't gonna play with you. I ain't gonna leave you out here trying to figure out what's happening. I wanna know what's up. But anyway, concretegeniusmedia.com. Let me get started. Let me go and get started with the pod. I was just make sure everything live was up. Because sometimes what happens is you get on live, it might be 6, 7 people, and then you look up, it's 200. So you want your live stream going good. And live streaming has really increased my ability to podcast, my ability to just go off the script, my ability to have my pod in a time frame. You know, like how you go to the gym. Like in the beginning, you can't get up at 5 to go to the gym, and then you go for 2 weeks and you just start waking up at 4:15. Like, that's what pod live does for me. It's like sparring with the champ, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's get to it, man. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. We're gonna start with some LeBron James. I don't know what y'all thought, man. What y'all thought, y'all think y'all thought, man. LeBron James, man. One of the greatest ever do it, man. And to me, this has to be one of LeBron's 5 best seasons, right? We know he dealt with a special kind of hate in 2010, '03, 15, 16, 17, right? LeBron hate is well documented. But for him to be able to mentally at this age and this stage of his life, to have this type of seasons where you go to the third option, to the second option, to the first option, now the pressure's on you to lead them to the playoffs. You getting 25, 7, and 8 in the playoffs in your 23rd year in the NBA. If you can't recognize the greatness in that, I don't respect your intelligence to talk basketball. I'm just gonna be honest with you, right? Like, you can debate Jordan versus LeBron, you can debate greatness, you can debate who was better. But the minute you start getting into personal insults, I know your intelligence is limited. I know your intellectual bandwidth is limited. And if you can't respect a man being this great in his 23rd year in the NBA, I just honestly don't respect your mind enough to have sports with you, because you're too stupid to admit the facts. It's like finding out your cousin touched a little kid, right? That's your favorite cousin, but he got an issue. That's how you Bron haters are, right? And if Bron retires, right, we'll definitely have a couple of episodes. I probably have like week long, a couple of guests. I probably call in some of my NBA guests, some diehard Bron fans. We're gonna get it cracking. But if LeBron retires, salute to one of the greatest career ever. Just ever. Just phenomenal careers, just beat all the odds at the age of 15, 18, single mom. They gave him 90 million at 18. He didn't blow it. He didn't blow it on white women and cocaine and whores. You know what I'm saying? He put his boys on. He established dominance. That power makes a lot of black people uncomfortable. Black people who haven't fulfilled their lifelong passions or dreams, or black people who just intimidated by other black people in charge because it reminds them of their insecurities to stand up to white, indiscretions. That gets deep though. A lot of people built their identity around hating LeBron James. I mean, you start with the top with the Skip Baylesses. You can look on any podcast, any bar stool. It's some dirty, dusty, fat, sloppy white boy can't do 20 push-ups telling you what LeBron is, or some nerd, some basketball pod with some washed up journeyman niggas with some weird Asian or Filipino on there talking about what LeBron not. And it's just jealousy and it's hate. It's jealousy about this man's survival, his money, his ability to be free, his ability to go where he want and take the criticism. See, a lot of niggas, right? The decision really started a lot of niggas hating Bron because he had the heart to do what niggas didn't like, right? Most niggas want you to suffer. They want you, oh man, you stay in Cleveland, man. Whatever that white man got for you, you better find a way to tough it out. And let's be honest, right? If the same praise was given to Michael Jordan, niggas would accept it. Niggas would be happy with it. Niggas would be telling you, hey, man, I'm telling you, man, Mike was one of the greatest. Mike make me feel like hey, he is me and we is him. Man, this nigga's ready to kill you over that shit. And trust me, I'm a Jordan fan. But, man, you niggas' obsession is borderline weird and really kind of psychotic. The only anger towards LeBron is because some people think LeBron is better. Why does a person think of LeBron better as a Sorry, let me slow that down. Why does a person thinking that LeBron James being a better basketball player than Michael Jordan offends you? Did Michael Jordan ask you to defend him so vigorously? You niggas is insane, right? Again, from the psychological angle, I think a lot of people despise LeBron because he escaped control. You know what I mean? Single mom, Akron, Ohio, those odds are stacked against you. You're going to already have a large percentage of men that failed just by having a single mom. That's their excuse for their failure. I had a single mom. So once you surpass that, the niggas who lean on that crutch when they look in the mirror for failure, that's already a reason to hate LeBron, right? Single mom, Akron, Ohio, you get $90 million at 18 years old. You pull up in a Hummer, you get put on the cover of Sports Illustrated, you get to rapping with Jay-Z, right? That exasperates the failure of people who don't like seeing successful young black freedom. So this is where you get the jealous writers, the reporters, the fans. If he ain't playing for him, you get all that, right? He married his high school sweetheart, a black woman. This is going to touch a lot of black men, right? I can honestly say a lot of black men hate LeBron because if they was in this position with his wealth, they couldn't imagine being with a black woman. And I can tell this by the tone in which the hate comes towards him and his family. Because even if you despised LeBron as a basketball player and didn't think he was nowhere near Jordan, and you could think he was a flop, a bust, there's no way as a black person you can't see a man with this type of global presence and be grateful that this man has a black wife and a black family, beautiful black chocolate children. If you can't see that, you're not black, right? You're just not. Like, if the roles was reversed, right? And the careers were the same, y'all would be weaponizing the fact that if Michael Jordan was married to the same woman, if Michael Jordan never got caught with drugs, if Michael Jordan didn't gamble that we know of, if all these things happen, Michael Jordan fans would be weaponizing that to criticize LeBron. How do you think LeBron James fans will be talking about? How do you think Jordan diehard fans, I'm talking about the niggas ready to kill you, that smell like grease and oil, how do you think them niggas would talk about LeBron if he was on cocaine? Or if he hung out and got drunk and played golf, I ain't saying Jordan was on cocaine. That was his era. I'm not putting that on Michael Jordan. So please don't, please. But if LeBron stayed out drinking and partying until 3, 4 in the morning, and man, y'all would be crushing him, right? But then it's not like that. So y'all take the family angle out of it. But then when Michael Jordan's son get arrested, y'all, oh man, that's too far. Y'all talking about that man kids. Then when LeBron get his son in the league, oh, him and his son trash. That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, the hate y'all got for LeBron James is the hate you got for yourself when you look in the mirror. It's a difference between disliking a player and hating a player, right? You can dislike a player, right? But hating black excellence, hating the black man putting his son in position, you got some gun line boss Uncle Tom shit going on in your system. And last but not least, this 2020 championship hypocrisy, right? The bubble ring is only mocked because LeBron James won it. If Kawhi, Giannis, Boston, any city with a chip on his shoulder had won it, I bet you if the New York Knicks had won the bubble, we wouldn't be calling it the Mickey Mouse ring. I bet if the Chicago Bulls won the bubble, we wouldn't be calling it the Mickey Mouse ring. That's what I'm saying, man. That's the problem with black folks. We pick and choose our morals by who we like instead of standing on our morals and let them dictate who we like. Because we don't have morals. Shit simple to me. The goalposts always move when it's LeBron. And people always say, man, you always defend LeBron. Man, you know when I defend LeBron, bro, when I see 2,000, 3,000 posts negative on my timeline. These from people I respect. Of course, I'm gonna say something. Like, he's one of the greatest black icons of the last 100 years. I got a podcast. Why wouldn't I defend him from merciless stupidity from people that look like him? And then the same niggas be asking for his autograph. Shit's insane, right? Now let's go to the current playoffs. Cleveland versus Detroit. Detroit's physicality against Cleveland's skill, right? It's been a great battle. These past 2 games have been amazing. Harden and Mitchell are a lot to deal with, bro. I apologize to Donovan Mitchell, man. Listen, I understand you was in Utah. You've been balling your ass off, cuz. Straight up. And then Harden, these 2 fourth quarters, he heard the backlash after game 2 in Detroit. He came through in the third quarter, game 3, fourth quarter, game 3, came through in the fourth quarter, game 4. He's been playing phenomenal. No turnovers, probably got like a 12-to-1 assist turnover ratio or something like that, 5-to-1. He's been playing phenomenal. Mitchell's just been on fire. He just gets in spurts where he's unguardable, right? And the fact that Cleveland needs one more fourth quarter on the road out of Harden and they can win this series. I don't know if it's going to be in 5. It should be in 5 if they really want to win, because you get to game 7 with Harden, now you start talking about the ghost and the media start hyping up shit. But if Harden can win game 4, if Harden can play good in the fourth quarter tonight in game 5, this could be something special. I just need Jarrett Allen to be tough. The Detroit niggas, they think they some goons, but you got to stand up for yourself down there, big dog. Don't let them bully you. The series gets dangerous if it gets to 7, right? Even though I think the pressure's on Detroit tonight, because you don't want to go to Cleveland down 3-2 with that young team. So I think the pressure's on Detroit, but I think that pressure is going to allow Cleveland to win the game. I think Cleveland wins this game tonight and goes up 3-2. And then I'll let you know how I feel about game 6. But I think game 5 tonight, for some reason I know a lot of people, this is one of those games, right, for a city like Detroit. And timestamp this. This is 5:32 Eastern Standard Time, the day of the game, May 13th. These are the type of games you lose when you're about to win a championship, when you think you're about to win a championship, but it's not your year yet, right? This is going to be the what-if game. This is going to be the game with a whole home crowd going crazy, everybody yelling and screaming, and y'all gonna lose. It's like when the Knicks came and the Pacers was up 3-2 or some shit, 2-1 or some shit, and the Knicks just mopped them at home. That's how this is gonna be tonight. I think Cleveland's gonna win this game. All right, now let's talk about Wemby and the San Antonio Spurs. First of all, last night Wemby was phenomenal. That first quarter is one of the best first quarters I've ever seen. He just dominated the game, right? But let's go back to game 4, the elbow with the Naz Reid, the elbow, right? Wemby definitely should have been suspended, man. What are we doing here? Let's not play crazy. You can't seek out a man and throw an elbow like this. Jersey pretty fly too, pardon me. You can't seek out a man and throw an elbow like this and hit him and line him up and hit him, right? And I know Wemby's a cash cow, but the league protects stars. We know this, right? The league protects stars. The league protected Barkley, it protected Jordan, it protects LeBron, it protected Kobe, right? The league protects its stars. Its stars make money. It protected Yao Ming. Baseball protects what's the gambling nigga name? Not Ichiro. What's the nigga name? You know who I'm talking about in Japan from on the Dodgers. They protected him. This nigga had $4 million worth of betting slips. That nigga like, what's the nigga name that pitch for the Dodgers? But yeah, so yeah, they gonna protect superstars, you know, and I think Wemby's a superstar. He's getting protected. Man, I can't think. It's stumping me, man. How do the Dodgers get all these Japanese niggas, man? Let me stop. I be on that West Coast line. That nigga run up on your head. What is it? But anyway, man, Wemby's like that superstar. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Shohei Ohtani. That nigga was gambling like a motherfucker. That nigga was shooting dice, all type of shit, betting on shit. That nigga was doing Pete Rose shit. They ain't give a fuck. Baseball was like, shh. This nigga's Asian in California and he good. He one of the best. Look, we're going to need you to take the fall, my boy. And that's how it is with Wemby. If Naz Reid had elbowed Wemby, Naz Reid would be suspended for 2 to 3 games. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they treat Wemby with kid gloves because I think for the first time in history, the NBA got to cater to international stars, right? They've overlooked. So many American stars get overlooked, get pushed to the second round by the time they go through the college mill, that the league has been dependent, has made itself dependent on a fusion of international talent. And when you make yourself dependent on international talent, you also make yourself vulnerable to international handlers, programs. So you don't want to piss off the people that could get you access to the next Wemby, right? So I mean, he's gonna get away with some fuck shit. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just Minnesota got to beat him and the team and the elbows. Like, fuck it. And you can't elbow again, you know? So I like Wemby. I think his aggressiveness, I like what I see in him. Whatever spark and toughness, he be like, hey, man, I just ain't no big goofy nigga. You ain't finna bully me. I like that as a big nigga. Like, you ain't just finna be playing with me, bro, just because I'm taller than you. Like, I walk through life like Wemby. You know what I mean? I'm 7'6" to a 5'4", nigga. You know what I mean? So I walk through life like that. Like, I'm. Hey, look, you're not just finna be playing with me, bro, because I'm tall. So I like that chip in his shoulder. I like the way he came out, hit all them threes in the first quarter. I just feel like he should have been suspended. It's gonna be a great series, but I don't care who win. I just want everybody to be OKC, man. Fuck OKC. And that video coming out later. Knicks and Mike Brown. Hey, man, we owe Mike Brown an apology, B. I ain't gonna even hold you. At least I know I do, right? I know Mike Brown was always a genius, right? But I just thought he was too nice of a guy to be a head guy. You know what I mean? Too much trying to crack jokes. Well, you know, Bob, we do things right over here. Man, like, nah, Mike Brown's a nigga, man. Give Mike Brown a pack of Newports, nigga, and a plate of rib tips, nigga. Hell nah, nigga. I did not know it, man. This New York offense is official, my boy. Like, it's almost scary looking when they clicking, right? Because they got so many shooters. And what Mike Brown does from a spacing perspective is brilliant, right? For those that know basketball, the spacing is everything, right? And what Mike Brown does from a spacing standpoint, right? Using Towns as a passer, like his cuts are beautiful, right? Every motion has a counter motion to get somebody open, right? Fakes and passes, and just it's almost like a variation of what Mike D'Antoni does and what Golden State does, and then a little bit what what's my guy, Illinois? Brad, I can't think his name. Underwood, he does a little bit of that space and pace stuff. Just I love free flowing, spaced out. You can't stop me offenses, and that's what the Knicks have right now. So Mike Brown is him. And I'm gonna tell you, Knicks fans, y'all deserve this shit, man. As much as I talk about New York niggas deserve this shit, bro. Them niggas ain't won before me, and I'm 50 plus. And they always been loyal. They always fill out the garden. They always there on Christmas. They always watching some nigga named Langston Galloway or some shit, Jericho Sims or some shit. You know what I mean? Frank Nicholas Veely, some shit, Nikili, something. You know what I mean? They gotta watch Charles Oakley get arrested, Tracy Morgan throw up. You know what I mean? Niggas is just in that bitch hoping for a winner. You know what I'm saying? And they never wavered. You know what I mean? Even when you brought Brooklyn over there, the Knicks was ass. And I know Knicks fans, they'd be like, nigga, fuck the Nets. You know what I'm saying? So them kind of fans deserve something. New York. You know, if we can dust them niggas off every 18, 20 years and let them get some fucking TV time for being good, I think that's fair this time. I like the Knicks. You know what I mean? I've became a fan of the style of play due to Mike Brown, right? Them niggas with Tibbs, them niggas play like motherfucking Joe's Mechanic All-Stars, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But like this new Mike Brown Knicks, niggas look like Golden State East, baby. I'm telling you. And Jalen looking like Steph. I'm telling you. Clay looking like a bigger, more skilled version of Draymond. I'm telling you. I see some things happening. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, man. Tap in, get a copy of my book, The Game Changer. Follow me on all socials, man. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, man. Thank you for tapping in. I mean, what can I say, bro? We around the world, man. They listen to us everywhere. Wherever you listen to us, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Don't take my jokes as offensive, man. I rock with you, you know what I mean, wherever you at. To all my tradesmen, my truck drivers listening to the pod, I appreciate you. You know what I mean? All my people walking on lunch hour, all my corporate guys listening to the pod, all my ladies listening in the gym at work, the teachers listening on the pod. So all y'all make the pod go, man. Like this responsibility has become so important to me. It's almost vital to my life. It's like something I need in my life, like working out. So I don't never want people who listen to my pod to not think you're important to me. Like if you ever got something going, bro, even if you got some shit going with your family, your home, you need me to try to get the fans to raise some money up. You need me to chip in. Like I appreciate you listening to me consistently. Like it's sometimes I click on my own page and I'm like, damn, I'm in 66 countries. You know what I mean? I'm John Loudon, bro. I'm from Gary, Indiana. You know what I mean? Like I knew the world was gonna hear me, but I ain't have no way how. I always felt relatable to my situation, but bigger than it. And this pod this is my way to just get my voice out there, man, my frequency to the universe so my voice will live forever. And it keeps me out of trouble. You know what I mean? It's therapeutic for me. So thank you. We all just one big therapy group, man. So I need y'all. If y'all need me, I'm here for you. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. Now let's get to the good part. Let us get to the good part. Let us get to the good part. Now, I saw a post that a young lady made on my Facebook, right? And I shared a post, but it stemmed from a conversation that I had. A lady said that any man over 30, in his 30s, 40s, or up, that has a high sex drive is masking the fact that he's attracted to other men, right? And my question to the person was, has this man ever been with another man? And she said, no, but he's still like man because no straight man is that horny. So how can a woman who's never been a man determine what a straight man's process is, right? And the reason I'm bringing up this conversation, and because it leads me to a bigger conversation, right? And I want to ask specifically black women, because that's majority of my audience. I appreciate listeners of other races, but this question is for black women, right? For black women who weaponize and argue with men, and when men disagree with them or they can't control them, they call men either sassy or they call them GHY, right? Now, I think that's offensive, right? I remember I made a statement about somebody popular. A woman that I didn't know came on my page and said something very disrespectful. Now I had several options. I could have cussed her out. She was bald headed with multiple kids, no man. Paternity pics, no man, and none of them. I could have went that route, but I'm mature. I could have gave it to some of my ignorant cousins and let them handle it. That's not good, right? And so I ignored it. And then after I ignored it, the messages kept coming, right? So what I did, what any logical person does when they're being attacked by a lunatic, I blocked her. People who follow the person send me screenshots like, sassy ass man, block me, sassy ass man, don't even want to argue. I'm from a generation, excuse me, where you got called sassy for constantly arguing with a woman, especially a woman that ain't yours. That's sassy to me now. Hey, I was born in the 1900s. I'm a cowboy now, 1970s. But it all stems from the desire to degrade the black man when he doesn't do exactly what you want. And I'm talking to some of you black women. A black man enrages you, you attack his masculinity. It's the only thing you can attack on a black man because psychologically, what we had to endure through racial segregation and trauma, not being able to always protect our women, or dying protecting our women, or not even protecting ourselves, dying protecting our manhood, of that of our sons, of our boys. It has given people a sense of control over black men and our bodies. So if this black man won't argue with me, I'm gonna call him feminine and question his masculinity, right? Okay, cool, that's what you're doing. But then when your best friend, 12-year-old son, has got his shirt cut off at his stomach, and he think he make me sweat, make me higher. He think he Tyler. Oh, you go, Jimmy Lee. Can't nobody tell you nothing. You work it. And I wish somebody would say nothing to my nephew. Now your nephew's a twink, right? Your nephew's the same dude that you just called a slur for arguing with you, right? See, you can't be an ally to gay people and then use gayness as a slur on straight people. Because If me calling somebody you is a slur, I don't respect you, right? And that's what I learned 20 years ago. I had a conversation with somebody that was gay, and I kind of understood the conversation. If me calling somebody you is a slur, I don't respect you, right? So I just think that so many women, right? They get hurt. They get abused. They get in situations where they gamble and they lose, right? And them scars stay with them. And instead of confronting the man that cut him, and maybe because they can't, or he ain't around, or it's too traumatic, they try to bleed on a lot of men that didn't cut them. And that's why a lot of women end up single, unfortunately, because they can never get past all. You always trying to heal past trauma, and it's never, the scab's never gonna heal. You just keep, you know what I mean, opening new scabs, right? For a wound that you didn't inflict. And I'm gonna tell you something funny, right? That whole theory about men who are extremely active in their sexuality in their 30s and 40s being on the down low. I'm gonna tell you why that theory exists now. Uncle Sauce got a lot of game for you. If you notice, you never hear women in their 20s saying this or saying this about really men in their 20s, right? Because when you in your 20s, you're the most sexually viral you're gonna be. It's the most sexually viral decade of your life, right? Vitality is what they call it, right? That means you got the highest testosterone as a man, the highest estrogen. Basically, you're gonna be as horny as you wanna be in your 20s, right? You thought you was horny at 17. Wait till you get 20. You're gonna be horny as shit, right? So in your 20s, everybody horny. Also in your 20s, most people, now you got BBLs and shit, so it's a little different, but 98% of people are gonna be the most attractive they'll ever be in their life in their 20s, especially women. I can almost say 99% of most people are gonna be the most attractive they'll ever be in their 20s, right? That's why 40-year-old women hate 20-year-old women, right? You don't hear 20-year-old women complain about how other women dress because they all got nice bodies. They don't start complaining until they don't got a nice body and can't dress like that no more. You kind of see where I'm going? So if you factor in the trauma, rejection, and the loneliness, and then you factor in the fact that when a lot of men get 30s and 40s, see, I'm gonna give you an example, right? When a man get 30, 40, 50, if he fine, you can put him in a room with 20-year-old women, and one of them still gonna want him forever. 30-year-old women. You take a woman that's beautiful as she can. I don't care how beautiful as she can be the most beautiful woman in the world. She gonna be intimidated when she turned 30 and she see a 19-year-old her. Me, when I'm 30 and I see a 19-year-old fly nigga, I'm not intimidated at all. I'm actually encouraged for manhood and brotherhood. Cause he don't have a spot to take from me, right? See, with men, either you cool and you got high value and you attract women, or you don't. That's timeless, right? So if you was a ladies' man in your teens and you take care of yourself, you're gonna be a ladies' man your entire life. That's why I want him to be like, I know John, he been fine since high school. Like, you gonna have that your entire life. And as men, that's a privilege we have that women don't have, right? You can be the finest woman in the world. Your value is going to decrease as you get older. Not your value as a person, but your looks. So you're going to visually see it change. A man that's an attractive man, when he walks in the room, if women want him, if he keeps that up, he's going to feel that his entire life. A nigga that's the shit at 16 and maintains will still feel the same feeling walking in the room at 60. He knows what it feels like. A woman that's the shit at 24, when she get 34, she gonna realize, oh, this shit don't feel the same. And she gonna know that look that 24-year-old girl getting. So now, men can still be sexually active as if they were in their 20s, but now women can't. You got babies, right? You got female issues. Women have complicated issues. That's why you have to be compassionate to them, understand that women have a lot of issues. So you got issues. So women, as they get older, sometimes some women, unfortunately, a chunk of them can't be sexually active, right? Or unfairly, women can't continue to be sexually active for long periods of time as men without being viewed as promiscuous whores. Unfairly, again. But that's the way society is set up. So when you hear women say dumb, ignorant shit like, any man in his 30s and 40s is like a lot of women, must like men. Do you know to like men, you gotta actually be with a man, right? And the niggas that wanna be with men are with men, right? I ain't never knew a nigga that liked I know a lot of womenizing niggas. And I know a lot of niggas that like women, and I know a lot of niggas that like the women at 19, and I know a lot of niggas that like women at 71 and had a bunch of women. And at no time in history, until we allow bird brain, poor people, unhealed people access to Wi-Fi, have I ever heard that a man who has all the ladies must like men. I just don't understand the psychotic thinking of us as a people when we hurt. And that's the bigger point, right? Black people as a consensus, the majority of us are hurt, right? Whether we admit it or not, because the hurt comes out when we angry, when we disagree with something, when we see somebody we don't like, when we see somebody got less than us, when we see somebody got more than us. We some hurt people. I admit it, I'm hurting the motherfucker. A lot of shit hurt me, a lot of indiscretions, a lot of opportunities maybe I ain't get because I'm black, a lot of shit, but I don't let that stop me from being happy. That's the difference, because I survived so much, God gave me so much. But it's been times in my life I couldn't manage to hurt. I couldn't deal with it. And I really feel like that's where we are as a people in America. And I just wish that we weren't so confused, right? We idolize celebrities, we idolize sports people. Our kids are reading at the worst point probably since slavery. Honestly, they can't add, they can't count, they don't know no trades, they know dances. Our music is controlled by foreign entities, non-black entities. Our movies are controlled by non-black entities. Our money stays in our community less than 6 seconds. Our community is ran by Asians and Arabs who sell us cheap goods for large profits. We own no property. We have no wealth. We spend our wealth on people who don't look like us. We marry and procreate with people that don't look like us, and then we wonder why we can't accomplish nothing. We hate us. That's it. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, man. Follow me on all socials. It's the best of the best, man. You know who you rocking with, man. Peace. Yeah, we do hate us too. And if you don't think we hate us, you need to tell me why we don't hate us. The minute you get on the internet, you're gonna see self-hating niggas that don't think they Uncle Tom. You're gonna see self-hating niggas that know they Uncle Toms, and then you're gonna see niggas that just hate everything, right? Black people are unhappy because we hate us. Even if we think we love us, we hate the opposite gender, right? Even if a man think he pro-black, if you hate black women, you're not pro-black. A woman, if you hate black men, you're not pro-black, right? If you hate black children, you're not pro-black, right? Let's not forget about the kids. If you hate black teenagers, you're not pro-black, right? Just because you live a sheltered, controlled life as a teenager, don't neglect the nuances of what these teens go through today. So yeah, we don't love each other. Y'all don't love yourselves. So you can't love me, right? And that's what I learned about niggas. People, period, but niggas. And you can't get in bed with somebody that don't love themselves because they never gonna love you. And then not only that, they gonna resent the love you have for yourself. Straight up. ConcreteGeniusMedia.com. I'm finna get out of here. I gotta make some runs and do some things. But I love you, man. Get a copy of my book, The Game Changer. Thank you for listening. 8 tips for men to find peace, man. Available everywhere, but on my website, ConcreteGeniusMedia.com, Amazon.com. You can get it wherever you need it, baby. I'm right here. Got a lot of things coming, man. Got my clothing coming out soon, my merch. So please be on the lookout for my clothing. I got some dope designs, man. We spend a lot of time working on these designs, trying to be unique, trying to be creative. So, I mean, when I put my art out, I hope you love it. But once I love it, your approval is just extra, you know what I mean, bonus. But I don't live for the approval of others. You know what I'm saying? But I do hope you appreciate it. Concrete Genius Media.